On this episode of Eric's Boys, Cole eats a sandwich.
You want a sandwich making, Cole?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
John talks about his uncircumcised cock.
She's not one of those crazy liberal girls. Like, you can come home with, like, the sweatiest cock, cheese coming out of it, and she's not going to give a fuck.
And we try to stuff an M42 in the back of a 4Runner. Last time you saw my E30, we were over at Dad's house, and he was trying to help us understand why it was overheating.
It stayed there for a few weeks, and he finally said, you should go and get a new engine. And actually, we'd seen one in Alabama.
Luckily, our other friend, who's also called Cole, was heading to Alabama to go overlanding, and suggested we go with him and pick up the engine while we're on the way home.
We seriously had the craziest weekend ever. Here's how it all played out from start to finish.
And we'll chime in along the way.
I mean, that we're supposed to, right? We're supposed to say stuff. This is like YouTube. You play videos
Yeah.
and you talk over it.
But we're just trying to help him, let him know
Okay,
what's
right.
to come. Yeah.
All right. Well, here it is. Check this shit out.
We're about to go somewhere that both of you guys can fill me up.
We were heading to a place called Cullman, Alabama, which is about a 5-hour drive north of New Orleans.
Before grabbing the engine, we headed to Stony Lonesome Off-Road Park. The reviews told us all we need to know to embark on our first ever jeeping adventure.
We were so excited.
Can I get a wings, bro?
As we were pulling into Stony Lonesome, some redneck was trying to make us take a puppy.
America first!
Yeah, and that black one there, believe it or not, is the run. Really?
We flirted with the chick behind the counter. She had an oversized mouth, a decent handful, and her hair reminded me of Deb from Napoleon Dynamite.
She strongly recommended that we stay away from Incest Corner, so we memorized the entire map, and then we went outside to prep the Jeep for doing some off-roading.
We deflated the tires a little, and using the gayest tools we could find, we disconnected the sway bar end links.
Disconnect my sway bar, boy.
Yeah, what's the point of that again?
It makes the front end loose. In the jeeping scene, we call it John's mom's cooter.
Wow, everyone knows my mum. Yes! Who wants to take it?
Before we were allowed on the trails, we were stopped by a troll that wanted to take a look in our trunk.
Let me look in that trunk, boy!
So we had to pay the troll at the bridge some whiskey.
Yeah.
It's probably best we let you just watch the next few minutes as it actually happened.
Men working? Why can't women be working too?
Yeah,
Because they can't do work.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm not doing it yet. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, we're doing the bitch.
Yeah, we're gonna start off on the bitch trails. We're gonna get a feel for it.
This is awesome.
You like it so far?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is sick.
Wrong way.
And then we fucked up bad.
Oh, fuck! We'd sunk the Jeep, and out of the bushes came a sort of Power Ranger-style gang of Jeeps to help us.
Put it reverse and then you hang on. I'll get you out of it.
She just said it's hydrolocked.
Yeah? All right, let's brake. Put your brakes on. Don't roll forward. He's gonna do it again. All right.
You're good, it's good. All right, you're
Brakes
good.
off.
Yeah, brakes off! Damn, these Jeeps are sick.
Open the brakes. Put the brakes on. No brakes. Brakes off. One more. No, brakes on. Brakes off. Brakes off. One more.
Brakes on!
Brakes on. Brakes off. Brakes on.
Yeehaw! Woo! Free shower! I have no idea why I said free shower there, but all of that water gushing just totally reminds me of your mum, mate.
You see that woman in the back? That's what your mom looks like after I've pumped her, bro. The Yellow Ranger towed us back to the start and advised us to take out the spark plugs and crank the engine in case there was water inside of the cylinders.
So we'd never worked on a Jeep before, but thankfully we did have some tools. So we started taking the engine apart so we could get to the spark plugs. We're taking the spark plugs out and then we're going to crank this beautiful Jeep.
Removing the intake, we saw that the Jeep had sucked in a lot of water, which was the color of a Mormon orgy.
To get to the plugs, you've actually got to take the intake off. We were absolutely miserable. We were in the blazing hot sun and a load of locals kept coming over to see what the hell was going on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to be watching for
For any water.
Yeah.
Come out. All right, let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
All right, 1, 2, 3. Nothing's happening. Got it turned all the way over.
So I see like little, look here, John, come look here.
I saw some dust fly out.
Do it again. John, look, there's some water coming out.
Yeah, it is. It's fuel.
You sure?
Keep doing it.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it smells like.
So after getting as much juice out of the engine as possible, we started trying to reassemble it.
Oh, I almost fell off. Probably about 3 or 4 hours had passed by this point and we were starting to lose our minds. Seeing how slow we were at this work, an 8-year-old boy came out of the swamp and started project managing us.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
When I was little, I always wanted to wear glasses because this is that wear them.
Uh-huh.
And I always wanted to wear them when I was little. So if I had to, I would have real good eyes. But I still have good.
Do you have any older sisters?
Everyone, huh?
Do you have any older sisters?
Oh, they're all older.
How old are they?
Some they, 2 of them, that's twins.
Twins!
How old are the twins?
18.
When did they turn 18?
They done turned.
They just turned 18?
Have you got enough leverage now to just whack her in?
And guess what?
Yes.
What?
They're in college.
They're in college? Where do they go to college?
Lee.
Lee?
Yeah.
General Lee?
Huh? Lee's. Up there in Lee's. They call it
Leeds?
Lee's.
General Lee's College.
Where's that?
So they're pretty much like young women now.
Video them? Why are you videoing?
What color hair do they have?
2 of them's blonde.
Really?
The twins are blonde.
When you were pushing on this
And the
red
other
tab,
one's
it was
black.
starting to.
If you take the middle thing that
Here,
is
if you don't
inside
mind
of it and wiggle it and push it back in a little bit.
That's what
Put
your
my
mum
dick
said.
in my
That's exactly how she wants me
and
to
then put
slot
your
it in her.
tip
No,
in
that's how she
her
wants it.
pussy.
The Jeep's back together now. I think it's alright. I think we might have dodged a bullet here. It's like an elephant having a piss. More.
Yep, we just got to get it cleaned up, pressure wash it, and take it to the Airbnb.
And then we got to suck on your mum's fat pussy lips. So what did we learn about our first off-road experience?
We learned that you should see how deep the puddle is before you go into it. And we learned that Jeep people are generally pretty nice.
We don't know what's going on over here, but loads of police have turned up. I think Cletus has got his gun out. Hey, the interior on this Jeep is gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Don't you dare eat me.
I just detailed it with my 3 buddies.
So we don't have any footage of this, but on the 15-mile drive to the Airbnb in the middle of the night, we were stuck in first gear. So it took us a long time to make this 15-mile drive. Finally, about midnight, we get to the Airbnb, we park our Jeep, and the next morning, we start looking up places to rent a car.
No, but then he came everywhere, like all over my nipples. It was really hot.
We had absolutely no luck trying to find a rental car because it was a Sunday and the next day was Memorial Day. So our next step was really just to try to fix the Jeep.
That was a famous video where it was known to the gentleman.
I'm having a hard time concentrating.
Yeah, it's fine.
As you can tell by our excitement after the Jeep was sitting overnight, the transmission actually shifted gears. We thought we'd take the top down, get some stuff to make sandwiches, and go to the auto parts store to get all fresh fluids.
Turn left onto Nectar Circle.
Maybe getting Cole's clothes off too, like
Take them off already.
Getting his
you keep
shirt
saying
off.
this, but you're pussyfooting.
and you wouldn't dress like this if you didn't want the attention.
So is that a thing? Y'all just butter y'all's sandwiches?
Yeah, of course. Dude, this works fucking brilliant. Sandwich me.
Four-wheel drive. Like,
Careful, crush it. Do you want a sandwich making call?
oh yeah, that'd be great.
Do you want to have a feel?
Yeah.
It doesn't go
I'll
that
cup a
much,
feel.
does it? And it's,
No. Ooh.
So after changing fluids, and hearing the AutoZone workers Audi TT, we didn't know what else to do with the Jeep, so we figured that we'd just start cleaning it.
Ooh. Oh wow. Ooh. Oh.
My door card looks better than anything you guys have done.
No, look at mine.
Oh,
Mine's
this
so much
does look
better.
excellent.
Mine's the best.
you know, and she's not one of those crazy liberal girls. Like, you can come home with like the sweatiest cock, cheese coming out of it, and she's not gonna give a fuck. She's gonna gobble it off. And that's what you get. That's what you get in a
Was she a
small
cougar?
town.
The other thing is,
No.
I've had all my regular transmission fluid services.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you figured this out by now, but the hopes of getting an M42 engine for the E30 were looking slim on this trip. Even after changing all the fluids on the Jeep, the transmission still wasn't shifting properly. So we ended up having to pay some redneck to drive us about 45 minutes down the road to another town to buy a transmission control module. And then we ended up going to their house to try to fix it. Alabama things when you
It's
get
the
into
Alabama thing.
it. Is this a 1.6 or a 1.8?
Is this a 1.6 or 1.8?
I have no idea.
What year is it?
It's a 92.
92, it's a 1.6.
1.6,
That's
best
okay.
engine,
That's
best
all right.
engine.
No, that's
Hey, this
okay.
door's not closed properly.
You can close it properly.
Yeah, hold still.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
It's the Alabama thing.
Hopefully y'all have no short nose crank issues.
No, that crank's solid.
No, it's a 1.6 crank. You
Fuck
hate to
you.
see them.
No.
Dude,
Lighter.
that's so funny.
That's so rev happy.
No, it's
That is
slow.
that thing revs like a
Dude,
motherfucker.
we should steal this truck. We could easily do it. So we don't have any footage of this, but this is a true story. The dog did try to rape us, and the rednecks did try to diddy us. So we tried to get up out of there as soon as we could.
Cole is erect.
Red Rocket! So we ended up staying one final night in Alabama, and the next day the Jeep still wasn't shifting properly, and we had to get home. So our only option was finding a 20-foot U-Haul that can haul the trailer, and we ended up dropping the Jeep off at a specialty shop nearby.
What was it?
It was a really long rendition of God Bless Trump in the USA, and it was beautiful.
Where? How?
It was on the radio. It was beautiful. I missed it.
Bagsy middle.
So this U-Haul was our only one-way option from Alabama back to Louisiana as far as getting a rental car that day. So we packed up, we put our backpacks in the huge container area, and we darted along all the way back to Louisiana. It was about a 6-hour drive, and we were getting probably about 6 to 8 miles per gallon the whole way back.
That's alright. You might have touched it. Maybe we could just shoot something where it looks like coals giving you head.
Which coal?
Just one of you.
It was somewhat somber for everybody, but it was also, in a way, the best weekend we'd all had together. We didn't really get any time to drive around the Stony Lonesome Park. We didn't get the M42 engine, and we ended up totaling a Jeep. But somehow it was just amazing. A few weeks later, I ended up having to drive back up to get the M42 for the E30 and then drop it off at Daddy's house. Hopefully this century you'll see that video, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe, and thank you all for watching. Appreciate it.